We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. Two teams here playing for pride as the final week of the NFL season is underway. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard
line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I can't believe they even let you play. Mike 54.
Now a man in his 13th NFL season, it's Adrian Peterson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Third down, here's Haskins. And this one complete to Reed. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. First down, here's a run with Peterson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Play action. Haskins. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. He's going to loft one deep left side. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. On first down, it's Elliott, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
From the 41, Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Elliott.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Hey, kill! 27.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's got his target. It's caught. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 23. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
There you go. Go right in.
55. Hey, eat. They gonna need some therapy.
There you go. 47.
Mike 55. Mike 55. All day, baby, all day. Echo. Check right.
Here we go. 46.
Check.
Here we go. 47. 26.
On second down, it's Pollard. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football. So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on third downs, and now they face a third and inches.
Get that ball. Check nickel.
And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down.
26.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the run. Check.
The Cowboys going to use their second time. So as they take it over, we step aside. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Now Prescott on fourth down. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Check, 55 to Mike. Let's go, D.
On play action, Haskins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54, line in. 26.
Throwing, Prescott. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Mike 51, Mike 51. I got you. 51's Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Cooper was the intended target. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check. Shift.
2nd down, Haskins. And finding Davis here, the tight end. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. A give to Peterson out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level. But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott from the gun. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Here we go, go to 54, go to 54, line in.
55. Man out.
26.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
From the 25 on second down, Haskins. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Tight end right, tight end right. Go. Get him, you got it.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here we go. Hey, kill.
Now a give, right side. Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
65. Shit.
Hey, kill.
Check 99. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover. Say it.
26.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
We got 4.
There we go. 1-8.
Watching your back. Come on.
26.
Throwing on 2nd down, Prescott. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Any day. Off.
26.
Here's Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's 4th down.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt.
6-yard attempt.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they're going to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Pollard. And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Prescott looking for his running back, and he's got it. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be second and about a yard.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Under 10. 10. 46. 26.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Prescott to throw on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And an alley to run. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And that's Elliott, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Kill.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Let's go. The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They start on the ground with Geis. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Open man here, Sims, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check. 51.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Complete to Jordan Reed.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll run on first down. Peterson. Leighton Vander Esch, third in the NFL in tackles as a rookie last year. There on the stop. Well, the returns for the Cowboys on Leighton Vander Esch have been pretty good so far. You know, a lot of Cowboy Nation questioned when they took him number 19 overall a season ago instead of Calvin Ridley. But Leighton Vander Esch would get 140 tackles last year. Franchise rookie record for Dallas en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. From the 36, Haskins. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. The Redskins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that's complete. It's Sims. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Haskins on first down, eluding the pressure right. The throw taken in by Sims. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, it's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. The Redskins on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Third down. Here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Haskins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They run again with Peterson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive.
No. Check 26, check 26.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run for it with Peterson. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They try again with Peterson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Adrian Peterson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone.
Here we go.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. A 1st down carry by Elliott. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the 2 teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully. Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. This is Geis. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Exit, exit. Mike's 54. 54. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
And the blitz does come. Looking long for his tight end read. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here we go. Go right in.
Watch it.
Hey, kill. 55.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Check.
26.
Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here we go. Go right in.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Then we're going to 53.
We got this.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Here we go, G.
Hey, kill.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 2nd down now, Pollard. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Go right in.
Right there in the middle, 55. Record.
Here we go. Kill.
55. Mike 55.
Here we go. Go to 54. Right in.
Prescott to throw. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Prescott on 4th down. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper in the final minute as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Watch safety draw. Safety screaming.
Throwing now is Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Here we go with Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
To Terry McLaurin. A gain of 15. And the Redskin first down.
Here we go. Get to Pittsburgh.
In your face.
Check 55, come on.
Haskins to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Check 4, check 4. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch 54. You better be afraid of me. Go. Be afraid of me. Mike 54. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up.
First throw of overtime for Haskins. Flush to his right. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Sims.
Let's go, baby.
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Who's that?
That's us. 55. Mike 55. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Watch the slant.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Sims. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
To throw again on 2nd down, Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Wide. Get wide.
Here we go, 46.
Check. Crunch. 66. Bullet. Half. Check it out, read.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Here we go.
man. They're not ready for this.
And what can Prescott do in the OT? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, second most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Mike 55, Mike 55. I know he ain't got it.
Prescott. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored, that's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let the team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive and just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickeled and dimed down the field.
Let's go. Touch the outlaw. Watch the pass.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Bend it. Bend it. Hey, check right. Go. I got one.
Mike 55.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Open man here, Sims complete. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
SOS. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Tighten up.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down.
Partner, if you and I were playing quarterback in this one, we would be really confident right now throwing it to him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's just saying, hey, I was all state. I'll make it rain out here.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. I got one.
Mike 55.
Hey, check 22, Jet. Cover. 22.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Richardson. 23 yards on the play. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. From midfield now, Haskins eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check curls. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
I'm going to come back to you.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
On first down, it's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
I got him. Hey, check Mike. Watch 55.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
This way. Here we go. Check 15.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long, finds a seam inside the 40. The throw taken in by Sims. And now the timeout comes in with just 1 second left in overtime. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. And now the timeout comes in with just 1 second left in overtime. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And they'll be all smiles in Georgetown tonight as the Redskins have won it. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for the Redskins, they do get the victory here in the season finale, but it was altogether a disappointing season as they wind up at 6-10. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they wanted desperately to finish at 500, but that won't happen, as it'll be a 7-9 season in the end. And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.